So let's see these alternative story forms integrated into a page. And so you can see here that we have the story, and then the alternative story form is residing in 2 columns out of the 3 columns. And notice that there's a box around it. The typeface is different from the main story, and there is a different column going on. You have a smaller 3 columns going on inside the larger 2 columns, and this is to tell the reader to realize that this is not just a continuation of the main narrative. Here's another example at the very bottom, again taking up the last 2 columns, and it is spread out with 1 column of type and an image. Here's another example into the 3rd column, using the whole 3rd column, and notice that again, the typeface is different. It's got a beige background, kind of setting itself away from the main story. Here is another one, and it's residing in the last 2 columns of a 4 column, and again, it's inset inside of a beige box, and the typeface is different from the main story. Here is a larger sidebar residing in the last 2 columns of a 3 column, and again you can see that those 2 columns are broken up into 3 smaller columns of blue type, different typeface, giving the reader visual cues that it is not the main story. Here's one that goes across the bottom of a page, down the 3rd column. This time there's no shade around it, but the change in typeface, the headline, the deck head, the colored typeface, you know that that's not part of the main story. Here is another example in the first 2 columns, and again that is in a colored background, and the type is a different color, different typeface, showing the reader that it's different information, not part of the main narrative. This is down the middle column, and so we have the image of the casks, the wine bottles, the information about the wine bottles in a background color to separate them from the main story. And then finally, this is 1 column of type spread over the 2 columns out of the 3 columns, which the story resides, and also they incorporated this really heavy top and right side line to separate it from the main story.